There may well be other people besides mothers that you might want to thank, or your customers may want to show appreciation to, such as grandmothers, aunties, godmothers, good friends even, and a specific Mother's Day balloon that says Happy Mother's Day or something similar is just not going to be suitable. So here's a few ideas that you can possibly use using everyday product to cater for those needs. I'm going to start off with a latex design, and I'm going to put together a 12 balloon topiary ball of 6-inch Sempertex Lincolloons. This is the fashion white, and they're inflated to around about 5 inches. Just 6 duplets twisted together into a standard topiary. You're also then going to need 10 duplets of balloons that are inflated to about 2 inches. The air is squeezed right into the top to get the best colour, and then they're tied together as close as possible to the necks so that there's plenty of stretch between them. So 10 of those, 20 balloons in total, 10 duplets, and then you'll need 12 little flowers. I've got 11 here, and then I'll just make the 12th one to show you. They're very, very simple. Inflate your balloon halfway or so, a little bit more maybe. Give it a squish to make it soft, and then put a loop into the balloon like so and twist. Tuck the neck of the balloon through the loop so that it locks in place. Then twist a similarly sized loop like so, and then another one. We're making 5 loops in total. Like that, and then the last one there. Try and get the loops as close to the same size as possible, although I don't worry too much if they're not exactly the same. Once you've got your 5 loops, you can arrange them like so. Deflate the remainder of the balloon, wrap it round a couple of times to secure it, and cut off the excess. And then a 5-inch balloon inflated to around about 1 inch, very, very small, and tied as close to the base of the balloon as you possibly can, and that will form the middle of the flower like so. These are all from the Pastel Matte range, and they make a very nice spring kind of effect, ideal for Mother's Day. So now we're going to put these into each of the gaps. So in between each set of 3 balloons there's a space here, and there are 20 spaces all the way round. Pull them like that and take them right through so that they sit in the spaces between the balloons, and just try and get them diametrically opposite each time, or as close as possible, because that way you'll have a better effect. Just work your way round, filling each of the gaps as you go until you've filled all 20. Can get a little tricky towards the end, finding where the remaining spaces are, but I'm also not too concerned about where the colours sit, because you will end up with a sort of random effect at the end anyway, so don't stress too much about getting them all evenly spaced. There we go. So each hole is now filled, and then we're going to take each of the flowers, and using the tip on the Lincolloon, we're going to attach the flower to the end of each balloon like this. Okay, work your way all the way around. There are only 12, but it does actually seem as if there are a lot more than 12. We're almost there. One more after this. There. Now this could be just hung up as a decoration or left just sit, but I'm going to put it onto a stem. So I've got a container here. This is like a small half barrel, but anything would do. Basket, a galvanised bucket, plant pot holder, anything at all that you like. And into that is a piece of floral foam and a stick. I've used a real natural stick because I like the curve on it, but a piece of dowling or anything would also do just as well. And I've glued it into the foam so it's nice and firm. Uninflated balloon on the end so that it doesn't damage this, which I'm then going to push onto the top of the stick like so. That should sit nice and firmly. If it doesn't, you can put a little dab of glue onto the end of the stick to hold it in place, or you can twist two of the balloons around it to lock it on. Next you'll need something like shredded tissue paper, or tissue paper sheets or anything like that, because we need to fill the container at the bottom just to cover up the mechanics. So shredded tissue is ideal, and we'll just put that into the bottom here. And then you can add gift, which could be anything. It could be fresh flowers. You could do a fresh flower arrangement in the bottom here, or artificial flowers, chocolates, anything at all that you wish to give. I'm just going to put a small living plant in. And there we have it. It's really very simple and logical, but it's a beautiful spring-like Mother's Day gift for mother, grandmother, or anyone else that you wish to say thank you to on this occasion. Here are a couple of extra ideas. These actually have already been done in previous videos, so you can refer back to those as to how they're made, but the flower inside the Crystal Clears balloon with confetti and lights, absolutely ideal gift on this occasion there. And here is the simple heart centerpiece, dressed it up a little bit more this time with some nice sparkly ribbon that we've added little details here and here. The devil is always in the detail. The more little extra bits that you add, the higher the value. And obviously with these sorts of things you can also personalize them with whatever message you like. We've gone a bit crazy with this next one just because we can. It was an awful lot of fun to do this one, which is very loud, but a lot of fun. We're using the leopard print and the neon fuchsia and the iridescent foils together in a combination which we can then personalise on the orb. And note the double stuffing of the printed leopard skin inside the neon just to pull it all together. And then obviously you can keep it very, very simple with just a simple bouquet of helium filled balloons like this that you can personalise. We've put a slightly cheesy message on this one that says "You're marvellous," but that will obviously work nicely on its own as a very simple and low cost version, but it also adds some extra detail to something like this, which is a mini marquee using the 16-inch air-filled letters and the marble foils. And if I take this from the weight and attach it to here, then the whole thing fits together beautifully well like that. So you can use everyday balloons, personalise them a little bit wherever necessary, but you can make them fit the occasion of Mother's Day quite easily.